Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gold and Silver Success. I'm Michael Aries with McIlvaney Precious Metals, and I'm here to help make sure you benefit the most from owning gold and silver. It is a tricky market sometimes. There's a lot of info out there, a lot of different companies that sell it, but I like to help people get the most out of it and do it the right way. So today we're going to be talking about the premiums, meaning how much over the spot price should you pay for gold and silver, for just physical coins and bars that you can take possession of. So when we're talking about buying physical product for gold and silver, you'll see the spot price online. If you look up and see how much is gold going for, it tends to be the spot price. If you look at our website here at McIlvaney.com, we've got it listed at the top for gold and silver and where they're at currently today. So usually that just represents large quantities of raw physical bullion. If you're buying it on the commodities exchange or the futures market, contracts for gold and silver, that price will be, 100 ounces of gold per contract, 5,000 ounces of silver per contract, and it's just large quantities of raw bullion. It's not something you can take possession of. So if you want like a 1 ounce gold bar, something like this, or some 1 ounce silver coins, which I have here, then that's going to be something that needs a little extra work, melting those large bars, refining it, stamping it, turning it into something. So that causes there to be a premium over spot. And in addition to that, any commission that your dealer might charge you for doing the transaction, for getting getting the metals on the wholesale market and selling it to you. So what you're going to pay above and beyond the spot price to actually get a physical product in your hand, that's the premium. So what you want to do is not pay too much of a premium. You want as many ounces as possible. You don't want to overpay for the product. So what is a good premium to pay? What is a typical premium? What is too much? What is the right amount? So when we talk about silver, got these silver rounds here, 1 ounce silver rounds, just made by a private mint, not by a government mint. Those, if you would pay right now around $2.50 over spot, that's going to be typical. If spot is $30 and you pay $32.50 for those, then that's perfect. And what did we see here? It's just under 27, $26.94 for spot. So, currently if you can pay $2.50 over that, if you can be $29.50, somewhere in that range, that is a good reasonable premium to pay over spot for silver. Now premiums can fluctuate over time. We have seen, when COVID first happened, the market crashed and there was a lot of demand for gold and silver. We saw premiums for silver go up as much as $5 or $6 over spot. It was just scarce. There was a lot of demand. The wholesale market started charging more for it. So you can see those premiums higher. And even before COVID, like years and years ago, it might be $1 over spot to get a silver round like that. So they can fluctuate over time. But right now, if you can pay between $2 and $3 over spot for silver, you're doing good. You're doing well. If you pay $10 over spot for silver, you are not doing well. You're overpaying and you're not getting enough ounces. And I say this because there's a lot of places out there that tend to overcharge. I talked to a client the other day. They had gone somewhere else and they just didn't take my advice. And they ended up buying silver for $55 an ounce. $55 per ounce they were charged. They let it happen to them and they got ripped off. And they should have paid $30 an ounce. So that is a terrible thing to happen. I felt really bad for them, but I also tried to help them and they didn't take my advice. So they paid too much and they didn't get as much silver as they should have. So don't do that. Take my advice. Don't do that. But that can happen. That is out there. So don't pay $20 over spot. Don't even pay $5 over spot. You can get some of the nicer government minted silver coins like Silver Eagles and Silver Maple Leafs. They're going to cost more and you're just paying more for the same amount of silver. So if you like those, yeah, get some, but don't make it your entire silver investment. Get something that's just a few dollars over spot so that you're getting as many ounces as possible. And with gold, typically you want to be anywhere from $100 to $150 over spot at the very most. If you're just getting bars that aren't from a government mint, something on the lower end of that range. If you get gold eagles from the U.S. Mint, they command a little more of a premium. They're going to be more expensive than bars. But if any place is charging you a couple $100 over spot or even $1,000 over spot, I've seen that before. I've had clients send me their invoice, and another company, when gold was $2,000 an ounce, charged them $3,000 an ounce for their gold. Don't let that happen to you. Please do not let that happen to you. You can pay $100 over spot and get an ounce of gold. That's the typical low end of the range. You can get the same gold, the same good quality product somewhere for that. Don't pay more than that or you're getting ripped off. One other thing to mention is that when it comes to gold, there are fractional sized gold coins you can get. There's quarter ounce and 10th ounce gold coins, and you will tend to pay more for those, potentially $200 or $300 over spot per ounce if you got an ounce worth of those. If you stick to 1 ounce product, 1 ounce bars, 1 ounce gold maple leafs, 1 ounce gold eagles from the U.S. Mint, those are going to be the best. Basically the best bang for your buck for gold. You're getting the most amount and paying the least premium. So 1 ounce gold. With silver, you can go up to larger bars like 10 ounce bars and 100 ounce bars. Sometimes it's a good savings. Sometimes you can get a 100 ounce bar. It's a big brick this size, and it can be $1 or a couple dollars less per ounce. And on a large enough quantity, it's a good savings, and you get some free ounces. Right now, wholesale premiums are pretty tight, and you can get 1 ounce coins for about the same, so you might as well just get coins. But anyway, I hope this is helpful as far as just knowing how much to pay over spot. Don't pay very much. Don't pay too much. Get a reputable product, but from private mints, like just gold bars and silver rounds. You don't have to pay more for something fancy, and just get as many ounces as you can. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to serve and advise on the best way to invest in physical gold and silver, to be able to have it in your hand and own something that is real money that maintains its value, but to start out the right way so that you benefit the most over time from owning it. Thank you so much.